Our guest tonight is here to tell us more about a sport kids can get into this summer and a school entirely dedicated to it. Coach Candice Gray Del Rosario of Futbol Funatics, welcome to the Solar Sports Desk.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Okay, Futbol Funatics. Obviously, football, soccer to some people. But how did this come about? Tell us how did you guys start it in the first place?
Well, we started in 2003. My husband and I, at the time, we were just still dating. We were both varsity players of De La Salle University. We were very passionate about the sport. When we graduated, we wanted to find a way to still be involved and give back to a sport that gave us so much. And we thought of having a football school, which is more of a sideline at the time when we first started. We were pursuing our actual degrees and the lines that we really thought we were cut out to do. But our passion was really in football and teaching kids. So it started off as a weekend camp in Alabang. That was our first branch. And then a couple months later, we opened in Parañaque in Tahanan Village. And after that, we just kept going, and we reached a point where we said, you know, we had all these dreams for the school and what we wanted to achieve with the kids, and we said we have to, you know, either stop everything we're doing and go all out, and we did. And from then on, we opened branches in Makati, in Pasig, Cavite.
Wow.
Yeah, we're pretty spread out. We handle the varsity team of Everest Academy. We have a lot of different programs going on.
Wow.
So what is the difference between being part of Futbol Funatics and actually just playing in grade school or a high school? Because you also played in high school. I actually played against you.
Yes.
So, and you told me that your team was only formed during your freshman year.
Yes.
And by the time they were seniors, by the way, they were title contenders. But anyway, so what is the difference between Futbol Funatics and what they do in schools?
Well, first of all, now, like when we started almost 11 years ago, we offered our program to kids as young as 3 years old. So back then, like I started, I was probably 12 or 13 at the time.
Yeah.
Now kids get to start training at the age of 3. Our program for that age, we call them the Beckham Buddies.
The Beckham Buddies.
Okay, so imagine it's like a
Can I join?
it's like a soccer preschool basically, and they're learning the skills while they're having fun. And they learn about colors and shapes and numbers while they're learning the different skills. And then we have games where the coaches are in Spider-Man costumes and Batman costumes.
Now,
so they're getting
I want to join that
Gino
one.
wants to join.
So it's a lot of fun for that age. For the older groups, of course, it gets a little more technical and tactical, and the training's a little more intense, longer duration. Yeah.
So 3 years old. You just mentioned 3 years old.
Yes.
And then how old until what age?
Usually 17. 16 to 17. And then a year ago, we launched our men's team, which plays in a third division league in the WFL. So our kids that are now getting older, they have a place to play in preparation, sort of for 11-a-side, in preparation for, you know, if they want to pursue it later on and join.
But this is not just a summer school. This is a year-round thing.
Yes. So what we do is we have camps in each of our venues. We offer about 5 to 6 modules in a year. So let's say January to February, we offer a 10-session module. February to March. So like right now, our April to May summer modules, a lot of them are coming to a close. We're already taking in enrollment and reservations for June. So we run year-round. And then we have different types of programs. We have specialized skills training workshops for kids who want to learn the skills of a striker or a goalkeeper. Then we have our international immersion program where we take a delegation to Spain in the summer. So next week we're leaving for Spain, and we're bringing kids to experience football culture in Spain.
And they're going to watch a La Liga match.
Yes,
Wow.
The La Liga match
Yes, we
of
are.
the season, which is Atletico versus Barca.
Yes.
Which will probably decide who's going to win La Liga this
Exactly.
season.
The kids are very excited about that. Our previous delegations, the visits that we made were Madrid for the cultural, and they visited, of course, the stadiums, etc. And then we go to the south of Spain. We have a tie-up with an organization in Spain where they're the governing youth body of football there. So the kids have training, matches, they have cultural visits, and then this year we added Barcelona, particularly for that match, because we didn't want to miss that. So we made sure we reached that La Liga match.
Is there an age ceiling for this? Is it too late for me to join?
A little bit.
Where was this
anywhere
when I
between
was
10
still
to 16.
playing?
Yeah.
But you know, the growth of football with, I guess, the popularity of the sport has
Yes.
increased since, I guess, our time. Let's
Yes.
include ourselves there. Our time, and how have you seen it? I mean, like you said, back then it was you know, it was just, you know, like for fun, and then it became a little bit more and more
Yes.
intense, and then now obviously
the
with the popularity of the ASCALs and the football clubs out there. How far do you see this going as far as the popularity
Well,
of the sport and the school?
Back then, like when we were players, there were just a few clubs that were around, and the rest were usually school varsity teams that you would compete against. Now, I think where we really saw, because we had a really good following from the time that we started, I think people believed in our program, and we've been blessed that through word of mouth, our football school has grown from our first 8 kids to now over 600 children all over Metro Manila. So we're blessed in that sense. But also at the same time, when that the ASCALs became
Craze.
popular,
Yeah.
when that craze happened, of course, the demand rose, all the camps were getting really full. But at the same time, also, there were a lot of new football clubs and football schools. So now there are so many kids that are interested. Now maybe their first choice sport is now football. But there are also a lot of different clubs that are around. Lucky for us, people appreciate what we do, the manner in which we teach. We try to really encourage personalized relationships with the kids. And it's more than just, like in Spain, the coaches there will teach you more than just the tactics and the techniques. But the kids have to enjoy what they're doing to pursue it for the rest of their lives.
So let's say people do want to join this. This isn't just a summer camp. This is all year round, as you said. So how do they get in touch with you? Where do they find you?
Well, we have a website. It's all the information is there. It's futbolfanatics.com. That's football with a U and fanatics with a U also, Funatics. And we have all our schedules listed there. And then there's a number that they can text to reserve a slot. So it's a must really to text and to reserve a slot, because we try to maintain a certain quality in our sessions.
Okay.
And we, you know, if there's an influx of students, as much as we want to take in as many kids as we can, the spatial limitations for every venue, you know, it varies.
Yeah.
So, like in BGC Turf, maybe we can take in more kids there than we would in our camp in Urdaneta. So it depends.
Yeah.
So they text in to reserve a slot, and then we confirm, and they have their everything listed there in the website.
So what's the I guess the player or camp member to coach ratio?
For the Beckham Buddies, which
Yeah.
is the ages 3 to 6, it's about 1:6. So let's say for one group of Beckham Buddies, there could be 2 or 3 instructors. For the Messy Magicians, that's our 7 to 9-year-olds.
Messy Magician, I love it. I love it.
The Messy Magicians, about 1:8, 1:10. And for the Ronaldo Runners, that's our 10 to 14, about 1:12, 1:15. And then up to for the 16, 17-year-olds, that's our Cannavaro captains.
All right.
One of my personal favorites.
Yes.
We have about 1:15 also for the
Awesome.
coaches.
I love the names.
Very creative, very
you,
fun,
thank
very
you.
Funatics.
Yes.
I'd like to see a camp being run sometime soon.
I'm
Thank
going to
you,
pretend
thank
I'm
you.
16 years old. Just to
So please invite everybody out there to come sign up and come join the movement of football.
Okay. I'd like to invite everyone who's interested. You know, you don't have to have had previous experience. If you're just interested to learn the sport, you're welcome to try out Futbol Funatics. Some of our camp venues offer a free trial for first-timers, so you can see first how you like the sport before you actually pursue it completely. And I'd like to also invite all of you to our annual summer tournament tomorrow, which is in Cuenca Park, Alabang. It's the Belo Sun Expert Summer Soccer Cup. We do this every year for all our Futbol Funatics kids, but anyone is welcome to come watch and cheer if you're a football fan. So we hope to see you there.
All right. Last question: Atletico or Barca?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I love Messi, but with how Atletico's playing, I really don't know how Barca's going to do. So
Okay.
we shall see.
We'll see. Thank you very much, Candice, for dropping.
Thank you.